All right, we are live. No idea what we're going to work on today. For anyone new here, this is the game we are working on. It is my survival game. Currently, we've built out a few systems, mostly just some gathering, some items, inventory stuff, build system. I'll float up on top of this guy. But the general idea of the game is that you build a base, plop down some foundations, throw together some windows, throw down a doorway. Let's get some more windows in here. Let's put a ceiling up. Throw some lamps up. And then you've got your base, right? You might put down a little box where you can store some wood. And then your base is on top of a walking mountain guy, rock golem guy. And you can direct him to move around. Right now, you just kind of middle click to tell him to go somewhere. In the future, that will change. But yeah, that's the general thing. We're going to have a day-night cycle. We're going to have creatures. Right now we have a placeholder flying creature. We've got, oh, that's something we need to fix. The camera going all crazy when you get off of the big guy. Yeah, you can chop trees. Oh, I just realized that I still need to fix my hitboxes. They're still attached to the tools. That is not what we want. We want them to just be attached to the player. See, like right there, it's not hitting. Wait. There. Oh, that's so weird. Because of the way we're rendering the tools, it's all wonky. RCB, what is up? How are you? Good to see you again. Let me go ahead and grab my YouTube and Twitch links and throw them in the Discord real quick. RCB getting here before the Discord notification. Very prompt. Come on. Is Discord crashing on me, or what's going on? It appears to be crashing on me. Let me go ahead and do something here. Okay, maybe it'll work now. Nope. Looks like I need to force quit it. One second here. We're almost ready. Okay, it just didn't allow me to publish it, but that's fine. Okay, we can take that away. Go back to here. There we go. All right. So we've got a lot of bugs. The main thing is that our hitbox and tool system, right now, our hitboxes are on the tools. We don't need that. What we need is a hitbox on the player that just originates from the camera and shoots out in the direction wherever the camera is looking. That's it. I think that's it. Or just a raycast that's just shoots out from the camera. Maybe something like that. Been refreshing the Steam shop and your game still ain't out. That is true. I I've been in this weird zone where I'm not really even thinking about Steam. I'm not thinking about publishing. I'm not doing any of that. I was thinking about that on my robot game. I was thinking about that a lot. And now I'm starting to get back into that mentality of like, have a page, have YouTube shorts, have YouTube videos, try to build some audience for it and see what, and have people play test it and stuff. So that is a good reminder. I don't know about the Steam page quite yet because I want like a little bit more to show. But YouTube, for sure, I need to be doing that. And maybe even some playtesting stuff. What am I adding tonight? I'm thinking because these hitboxes are so annoying, like I go up to here and I swing and it misses the tree. Really what it should be is that maybe at the arch of every swing in the animation, there's a sound that is played. So it's like when it hits, you know. For this, I have to go back to here, which is not great. But basically, I have a raycast that's a certain amount in front of you, and if that raycast is hitting something, then it makes the noise. Something like that. And it's still activating that. Let's look for tool. Current tool? Right now we have source entity set to player. We don't need that. Where's our tool script? We don't need a hitbox here, which means we need to go to like axe, maybe? No. Pickaxe. Does anything else have hammer? Nothing breaks here. Okay, let's see what breaks when we just start the game. It should break. Yeah, okay. Set new tool. We don't have that anymore, so we just don't need this. Which means we don't need this. We don't need this. Well, actually, we might need this. We might need it to just be different. There's an ad coming up. I'll snooze it for 5 minutes because I want to get some work. Unfocused Gamer, what's up? How you doing? What kind of survival game is it? So it's kind of a... takes a little bit of inspiration from like Rust in the build system, in the... but it'll be more maybe Minecraft-y in a way. I don't know. I'll try to show you it, but I think this now will probably break. Or I could just go uncomment those lines, but... Okay. Well, if I try to hit here, then nothing happens. So I just disabled my tool hitboxes, so I can't show you the chopping down of trees and stuff. But I should be able to show you building system first. Ignore the tree that is unfortunately spawned into this. But like you can see that if you've ever played Rust, the build system is very, very similar. It's like I have triangle pieces, triangle foundation. Put that there. I could do a doorway, little airlock. Ooh, I just noticed that the triangle connections need to be fixed. Because look at that. It's trying to put a doorway like that. I just messed with my connections, like building connections. So, okay. So that's why that's not working. That will be a good thing to fix. But, I'll put down some windows here, put down a ceiling. 3D, yes. Yeah, 3D. Heard of Valheim. Yeah, actually, you know what? It actually might have a little bit of Valheim aspects in it, because there's a lot of, like, going to different areas to, or that's going to be the end goal. We're only about a month in to building this out. But this is kind of the twist of the game, is that you don't just have a base. You can bring your base with you. Basically, it's bring your base to work day, in this game, because you are your base is on top, or at least one of your bases is on top of one of these guys here, which is basically a giant rock golem that you can just tell it to move around. Right now I'm in kind of debug float mode, but obviously that won't be in the game. But yeah, you'll have your mobile base because it's really dangerous to go around at night and stuff. I am having an issue where when you leave, you can see it snaps me the camera weirdly. Like that. It just kind of resets the rotation, but I can fix that, I think, pretty easily. Oh my goodness, I'm on speedy mode. But yeah, that's kind of the general idea. Oh, you went AFK for a sec, so I don't know if you saw this, but yeah, the twist of the game is that basically that you have a mobile base on top of one of these guys. So you'll have your main base, but then for larger excursions, because it's really dangerous to travel, you've got yourself a guy who can carry your base around, and eventually, hopefully, multiple of these guys who can carry a very long train of bases behind them. And then there you go. Cool. Yeah, I made this creature for a completely different purpose, which was it was basically part of a puzzle game that looked kind of similar to this in the style. I pulled a lot of the assets from it. But then once I had created this creature and made it so you could ride around on him, it was like, man, you just got to be able to build a base. I think another thing that... okay, there's the camera reset, which is annoying. We should fix that now. Looks like we have an ad starting in 3 minutes, just a heads up. Okay, so what? We're setting that to that. If we're carrying, then we're setting the camera to equal the head rotation. Then on release player, we're saying lerp the global basis Y. But this is happening here. It's not happening in the process. I'm going to do this. Then we're going to go to our player. We're going to have a var needs to be rotated. What did we do here? If global basis dot y wait, what is global basis? does not equal global.main dot global basis dot y lerp oh, I think it's just the camera. We need to lerp the camera global basis dot y. We're going to do 0.1. We're going to try this. And then first thing we do is if needs to be rotated. And then here we can go needs to be rotated equals false. Let's see what happens. Broken. It's a DS global. Of course, I have two of these for some reason. I have global and then DS global. No need. Okay. Now, if we jump off it while it's sitting down. Okay, when it's sitting down, it doesn't do any rotations. But when it's standing up, it does. Okay, and I still feel like I'm pretty flat. Okay, I think that worked. Nice. Okay. Because basically, we're making sure that the camera moves with the mountain when you're on top of it. And, like, has the shaking and all that. There is still some weirdness when you jump off of him, but we got a hydration in the chat. We got 1 minute of ad left. Okay, that seems fine for now. That will do. Now let's work on these hitboxes. One thing I want to do is go to here, or actually, we'll go to here. On our main, we will change our outline shader to have it on 2, and then I think that should shade our tools, give them an outline. Yeah, we got an outline on the tools. Perfect. Nice. All right. Okay, we have current tool, camera. How should we do this? We have get camera collision. I think this is out of date, but maybe we just literally just shoot a hitbox out from the camera. Or do we raycast it? Okay, we have this where we just use the tool. And it calls a function on the tool. Man, I'm trying to think, because do we just create a raycast that checks on a certain collision mask? Or do I just add another spring arm? What are these on? That's on collision 1. Hurt boxes are on, well, they get adjusted. Let's do a CSG box. Do I have to move it over here? Let me put this collision. Let's just see what happens when I do this. Okay, it's constantly doing that. Does it just need to be rotated like that? Okay. Okay, now it runs into... There we go. Okay, that's pretty good. So if I walk up to this, then it will be there. So then if I just... oh, this hitbox is already there. Let's put the... Set the source entity to be the player. Let's look at our hitbox code. Oh. Let's say false. Then let's go to our tool. Now let's go to our player. Tool is tool, use tool. Okay. Were we just there? We play this. We need to access this as a unique name. Hitbox dot is active equals true. Okay, let's just see what happens. Okay, nothing hits there. If I change this. Let's look at on hurtbox hit. Whoops. Hit info dot source entity. Hand damage, blah, blah, blah. Okay. So that's there. We're going to print a hit here. There it is. We're going to say current tool. Oh, wait, no. Source entity. Hitbox is active. We were calling it hitbox, just regular with no dash, so I'm going to stick to that in the player. Okay. Let's see what else breaks. The main thing I'm worried about is timing it to every tool. Okay. But now it's not going out there. I have to do it like this, and then it will. Yeah, okay. So it needs to kind of shoot out from the player all the way up to when you're right up next to it. So maybe we make it really small. Then in our spring arm, we do 0. And then when you use tool, we'll do hitbox spring. I don't think this is a good way of doing it. I don't like shooting a hitbox out. I would rather just raycast and see what I'm hitting. Can I just do that? Will it work if there's no... This isn't in the process. Yeah, I don't like this at all. I don't like having a spring there. Maybe there's just a spot attached to the camera that's like where you're trying to hit, and then I just create a new one, a new hitbox, or just activate it and shoot it out towards that at a certain speed. We're going to delete this. Where's our drop location? Okay. Not necessarily that. Let's do new node 3D, which is literally just tool target. Axis as a unique name. Okay, where's our use tool again? Okay. We're going to say no, we can't use velocity. Dang it, we need to lerp the position still. So we could do like something for using tool, you know, like you are swinging or something. Or we just keep the hitbox on the tool, but just not make it attached to the head of the tool. And we animate that. Yeah, you know what? That's way better. Because then I don't have to do a bunch of weirdness with checking the hitbox stuff. Which means I do need to figure out what I deleted. Okay, axe. These still have these. Okay, we can go to tool. Okay, where is the current tool? What happens if I move it over there? Let's do transform 1, -1, -1.5. Let's restart it and make sure it actually did what I want. Okay. Oh. is active. Type bool on base null instance. Okay. Doing right there. We're doing that. Where is active? Okay, so we're doing set. Oh, that's just for that. So on use tool, whoops, use tool. Hitbox dot is active equals true. Okay, now the axe. Okay, it's still moving with everything else. Because we are animating the node. Okay, now we can do a new animation. Left click. Oh, we need this to be right there. And the pickaxe. Nice, it's on the left side. Okay. Trying to think if this is an actual good way of doing this. It will originate from the player. This does not feel great. Problem is, if I just do a... Let's see here. If I just do a raycast, then I need to make it work the same as my hitboxes. Hurtbox, okay. Hit info. It's taking in a hit info here. Which we do not have on just a raycast. I mean, maybe we can do this. Let's do our animation here. First thing we're going to do is just that right there. Okay. Let's figure out why this isn't doing it. Visible collision shapes. Okay. Okay, so it's just not detecting. And that's probably because left click doesn't activate it. No, it should be is active. On animation finished. If it equals left click. Okay. Do we just need to re-enable that on these animation players? Let's try it again. Okay, now we're playing idle. Still not hitting anything. What is left click doing? I guess we removed that, so it shouldn't be changing anything. Hitbox dot is active equals true. Oh, we're not setting the source entity. Wait, where's set source entity? Okay, I think we deleted that somewhere. Okay, apparently. Let me look at my GitHub desktop, see what I'm missing here. Current tool. Ah, that's what we got to do. There we go. Still dealing with the same issue. Is that you can walk up close. Oh. You can hit from close, but not on big ones. No, the hurt box is too big. And we're not deactivating it after. But I think that's just as easy as animation finished. Oh, this is the hammer. I mean, doesn't really matter on that one, but okay. Okay. Just on these big ones where it starts a little bit too close. I don't want to have to do this animation stuff though on every tool. We're going to do a small one. So now it will originate from the player. But this is really not great. Can we just move it outside? Go to Tool. Do this. Go to Axe. Move this outside. Go to Hammer. Move this outside. Now what's my animation player doing? Still working, okay. Okay. Now we can take this hitbox, move it back. Well, first, we need to reset it to 0 here. We can do 1 there. Then we can pull it back, go here. I think that was it. Axe goes to what? Oh, that's just 2 ahead. Okay. And then we have hitbox.isActive there, but we don't really need it. I think we can pull that off. And this, that's right there. So we can move that keyframe over to that extension. Okay. Now we need to reanimate this. Rotation, and then position forward, and let's go to local coordinates. Turn those into cubic. Okay, let's see what happens. Once again, I don't think this is a good way of doing it, but I don't really know better ways currently, based on my current hitbox system. And maybe we could change it, but... Okay, I mean, that feels pretty good. Interesting. Okay, so there's still spots where it can... What about from here? There's still spots where it won't register it. Now with the player, where is current tool? It's like 1.5 forward. So the hitbox is starting like right there. So it's right on the edge. So maybe we could just start it from within the player. Or we just adjust our hurt boxes. These don't need to have this. Doesn't need to be bigger than the collision shape of the tree. I think that kind of fixes a lot of it. Oh, still had some weirdness. Oh. Why was I able to hit it multiple times there? It is a problem. Why am I hitting twice? Let's get my music back on here. Uh-oh. Okay, still doing it. Okay. Why? Why is it so wacky? Why is it being so crazy? Just go to where I want it. Let's see how this is. Nope, not good. Going way too far out there. Fade, what's up? How you doing, man? Good to see you again. Okay, that's not too horribly bad, but we can still double chop. This doesn't really look good when you're up against a tree trying to chop. Makes the axe look really small. Plus you're pushed into the branches. Could just make the collision shapes bigger on the trees. Let's make it a little faster. Oh, we got an ad starting in like 50 seconds here. Okay, that's still fine. Oh, one thing I do need to check. Okay, we have all of these connections. When I go to place a wall there, that needs to be adjusted. Okay. Nope. Not that. Then triangle ceiling needs the same thing. Hey, Fuzzy, what's up? How are you? We'll see how this works. We do have an ad starting real quick. Just a heads up. There we go. Now we're back in business. Look at all these connections. It gets crazy. But so that works, and that doesn't even look too bad. The axe, not so much, because you can still do some double hits. Not really sure why. Yep, it just happened there. One thing we can do, I guess, is go to our hurt box. Where is this? This is on unit. We can do that. How it goes? It's going pretty well. It's a feature. Sometimes you get a really good swing. Sometimes the wood is softer. Yes. Oh, still kind of happened there, but One thing I can do, this is really annoying, but because we're doing all of this with the animation player, and I just really don't want to do that. I like having this like transparent crafting and inventory menu. Okay. I think that does help. Nope. That might be a use tool thing. We'll do this. Can use and then or actually this needs to be true. Okay, and then we can go to our pickaxe and axe. This is really annoying to do this all through the animation player though. Nope, I think we have to export that before we can use it here. Yep. Okay, nothing there. This whole system will need to be reworked again because I just do not like it. But it will just have to do for now. Some stone in here. Throw an axe in there. Okay. Yeah, I don't like this, the tool system at all. But it's also not being fun to work on, so I don't care. It is where it is. That's fine. Well, there's still that weird thing where your mouse can get all janked around. This is my favorite part of the game still. Just making the base. carries me with it. Classic. What's going on here? Why is it not level? Or is my camera just not level? Are all of these trees angled? It looks like it. Okay. So we do still have some weirdness with the camera, because I think all of these are angled slightly. Yeah, look at that. My camera is angled exactly the amount that it would be. So let's grab our player. If it does not equal the main one, then we need to lerp. Or am I supposed to do... Okay, you can see that moving. That's the up position. When you're moving, there's no side to side. There is when you go up. Oh, and when you go down. Okay. We're still angled. Are we changing the players? Oh. We're still lerping right now. We're still a little wonky. Tool cam equals that. Okay. If needs to be rotated. Unless the player's basis is being changed. Okay, it's still doing this. Why is it saying needs to be rotated? Oh, these things are so annoying to deal with. Because right now we're following the riding body's head. Saying that we need to be rotated, even though we're completely off of the mountain. Now I can move freely. I drop off. It lerps me back up. Hmm. Wait, I don't think I can lerp. Can I lerp just rotation? Nope, I cannot. Oh. Maybe that's it. Okay, that snapped me back to that position. And it's still not matching. B, what's up? How you doing? Oh man, this is just tough. Am good? Nice. Good to hear. I'm just having a rough time at this. Hey, thank you for the raid, B. I appreciate it. How's it going, guys? Okay, let's say... Where's our camera? Does our camera follow that, too? Bringing some friends. Nice. Good to see you all. I'm dealing with a very interesting issue here. Maybe riding body can be... dot basis or global basis dot y equals...
I don't know. I just got here.
Main global basis dot y. Maybe if we do that, I think it's actually ds global here. Then maybe this head will be fine. I need to raid and bail since it's almost 1:30 a.m. where I need to sleep. Hey, no worries, man. Issue aside, the game is looking cool so far. Hope it goes well. Thank you. Yeah, ignore this CSG box I have here. It's just to make sure I kind of a debugging purpose, but yeah, we're trying to figure out. Okay, now you don't sway with it. That's good. I don't think so, at least. Oh, maybe you do. That does not look vertical to me. Global rotation we're setting there. Riding body head global transform. Started again. Fanny Slam, what's up? But yeah, B, thank you for the raid. I appreciate it, man. Okay, so yeah, we were definitely rotating weirdly there. So we're doing this, the position, and then the global rotation on the y-axis. Which maybe I'd do that up there. No, that's still bending it. I should be staring straight up with my camera. Wait, it looks like... So maybe my player is like that, but then the camera is just doing its thing. So what happens if I do this again? Does it just automatically make it so I can't look up and down again? Yeah. Oh, we need that. Okay. Camera global transform. Else tool cam global transform needs to be riding body head global transform. And in walking, right here actually, we can throw this in the process. Still doing it. Whoops, this needs to go here. Be shaking, jiggling. Yeah, that's the problem now. Because now I've got this global basis. Oh, but that's going to make it so I can't look up and down. Oh boy, there it is. There's the shaking. And I can't look up and down. And we still have the same issue. I do not know how to do this. The whole reason we have this head is so then we can show the tool camera, which renders on a different layer, in a way that doesn't make it jittery. Now everything is off kilter. Love how Twitch still hasn't figured out how to actually just get rid of those. So my camera is definitely off. Yes, everybody can figure it out. Why not Twitch? Yeah, I don't understand it. Okay, so we go here. Start getting up. We jump off. It snaps us back. Still not perfect though, which means our player is getting messed up. Our player basis is getting all messy. Stars Dragon, what's up? Man, this is just confusing the crap out of me. Because I really want to be able to use these, have these tools not freaking jittery, which would be great. But the only way to do that is to attach a head to our walking mountain riding body. Do we have any transforms happening here? That's not going to work. Main. Kind of bored working on a game of my own. Okay, nice. Using Scratch, I don't have anything that can run on anything that's not web-based. Also don't feel like paying for Construct. So doing web-based games, you're saying? Nice. I haven't really done anything with web as far as games. Why is this being so odd? Let's do visible collision shapes. Okay, that appears to be up and down. But they are out of line. It's got to be the player. Player camera? That's still rotating weirdly. Yeah, because look. Okay, that's... Or no, it's the player character. We can do this. Remaking the first level of Nefarious, the indie game. Okay. That's a nice place. Like, I've never tried to remake a game, but that seems like a great way to learn. Okay, so that's happening there. Okay, we snap to this. Still off the CSG box. The CSG box is just here. Let's make sure that is staying upright. Even got permission from the dev. Nice. Now it broke. Oh, it's because it's DS global. So I can just move that there. Already have a Mario engine. Nice. None of this is making any sense. This is just such an annoying problem. Because basically what I need is for the player needs to follow the wait a second. What happens if I do and then tool, cam. Rotation equals camera, not global rotation. And then if I go down here, or here, hey, Morzeb, what's up? How you doing? I think we can just do a global Transform. Head global transform. I think we can just get rid of that. Thank you for the raid, Morzeb. How was your stream? Stars, thank you for the follow. I have a mock-up I made in my pixel art program. May I show you? If it's a link, it might get blocked or something. Or it might not. I'm not sure. Oh, actually, I pretty much have to bounce. I did not realize it was this late. Let me see if this works. I'm pretty sure there's other things that I need to switch here, though. If we just do the position and not the rotation, do we still get this issue? Oh. I feel like we're... Oh, that was weird. Yep, that does some weird snapping. Oh, and then we get the jittery. Come on. Why? Oh, this is so rough. Join the server. Okay, it's in the art channel. Nice, perfect. Let me actually take a look. Oh, dude. Yeah. That's sick. Can I open this? Yeah, that's dope right there. I really like that. Is this the one where you're remaking a game? First level Nefarious. Is that the one you're talking about? Managed to fit the HUD entirely in the NAS screen space. Nice. Remaking. Okay, perfect. That's cool, dude. I started with a little bit of like pixel art, but I haven't done any in a long time. It's tough, especially animations and all that. Like it's not easy, but it is fun. It's fun to learn. Okay, where are we setting the camera global transform? Okay, we don't need that. We can just do position here, I think. Reason the bomb icon is so far away from the hearts, because in the game you can buy more hearts. Okay. Okay, so this is lined up. Oh, look at that. What is going on? I'll go a non-speedy. Okay. So when you jump in, it like snaps things weirdly. Why is that? Does this need to be transformed? Seems like it's just the camera. Okay. Then when we release player, oh, if we're carrying, then we do this. So what happens if I do that? I might need to restart it. Okay. So I made it in that way because I'm designing it like it is a full game, paying attention to detail. That is the way to go because it's, I don't know, I'm usually very like hacky with how I make my games. Okay. Now we've got a full... Okay. Now our rotation isn't all weird. And there's like a little bit of lag with the moving around, but there's no jitteriness with it. There's like a little bit of weapon lag. Like you can see it moving around like that, the weapon. There's also still a little bit of weirdness when you're like... Whoops. When you just jump out, then it's kind of fine. And when you just jump out when it's like that, motionless, then it's fine. But if you jump out while it's moving, then there's like a little weird clipping thing. Because of the animation. Which is unfortunate, but it's just how it is. But we no longer have the weird rotation problems. And I can go back to here and... take that out. Excuse me. Okay, I mean, I'm happy with where we're at. Even if it's janky, I swear, I feel like I'm going to have to change up the walking mountain again and figure out a good way of doing this. because it almost feels so. The other day, or actually earlier today, my brother Jamin suggested that I just make everything in the world move around this guy, rather than moving the mountain. Literally just moving the world around. And that honestly might be the way to go. Because having this moving platform just does not. It just does not work easily. But it's working good enough for right now. Oh, and we have an ad starting. And that's also right when I'm about to leave. I wasn't able to stop it. Dang. That's annoying. Okay. Let's take off visible collision shapes. Let's go to our main. Go to Sky 3D. Our performance dropped a bit. This is looking better already. Axis still leaves a lot to be desired, but we can work on that. Okay. I like this. We're getting close. It's taken a while, and there's been a lot of headaches on some random problems. But we are getting there. But it does look like I have to bounce now. And so I will leave you all here and hopefully see you again tomorrow. I don't know how this week is going to look. Probably low chances of consistent streams. I got a lot going on, which is annoying, but yeah. But I hope that I can keep up this progress, because we have had great progress recently. Having crafting going, outside inventories, resource gathering, all that stuff. But yeah, we will see you all next time. Thank you all for being here. Fade in the YouTube chat, Stars, RCB, Fanny Slam. Who else was here? B, thank you for the raid, man. Fuzzy Algorithm, Unfocused Gamer. Appreciate you all. I will see you all next time.